आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव। Azadi ka Safar with AIR News. Birth of a nation. India's glorious freedom struggle is one of the greatest struggles the modern world has ever witnessed. AIR News brings you a glimpse of the struggle every day.
Mahatma Phule Vainava. In today's episode, we remember the great social reformer Mahatma Jyotirao Phule, who was born on the 11th of April 1827. He worked towards the eradication of the caste system and educating women. He and his wife, SavitribaiPhule, were pioneers of women education in India.
Jyotiba founded Satyashodhaksamaj in 1873 in Pune to fight for attaining equal rights for people from so-called lower castes and to educate them. The ideals of human well-being, happiness, unity, equality and easy religious principles and rituals formed the philosophy of the Samaj. Jyotiba said,
मेरी आपसे विनती है कि आप माने ईश्वर एक है और सारे मनुष्य उसके बच्चे हैं। मेरे आपसे प्रार्थना है कि आप अपने और ईश्वर के बीच में किसी को बिचवाई न माने।
The members used to visit villages and perform jalsas to spread the messages of social reformation. सूर्य बड़ा ही नेक देता जो सबको उजाला एक चांद भी होते नहीं अनेक मेघ का जल भी सबको एक क्यों न सब मानव हो सब एक।
Phule is regarded as one of the most important figures in the social reform movement in the country. He was bestowed with the honorific title Mahatma by social activist VithalraoKrishnajiVandekar in 1888. We salute the great Indian.
We also remember freedom activist Kasturba Gandhi, who was born on the 11th of April 1869, fondly called as Ba by her husband Mahatma Gandhi. She, in Gandhiji's own words, was the epitome of strength, from whom he learned about the practice of ahimsa, the non-violence. Gandhiji wrote,
If anything, Kasturba stood above me, but for her unfailing cooperation, I might have been in the abyss. She stood by me in all my political fights and never hesitated to take the plunge. In the current sense of word, she was uneducated, but to my mind, she was a model of true education. She was a devoted Vaishnav, but she had obliterated all feelings of caste from her mind. She personified the ideal of which Narsimha Mehta has sung in Vaishnav Jan hymn.
On the evening of 22nd February 1944, Kasturba breathed her last at the Aga Khan Palace, where she was detained with Gandhiji. We salute the great Indian.
We also remember Martyr Foulad Singh, who took part in the First War of Indian Independence in 1857. A resident of Khandesh, Maharashtra, Foulad Singh took part in attacking the British establishments and seizing their treasuries at a number of places.
He took part in a battle on 11th of April 1858, where he was killed by the company troops in the course of fierce fighting. We salute the great son of the soil.
We also remember independence activist Kapil Dev Singh. a resident of Muzaffarpur, Bihar, who took part in the Quit India movement in 1942.
Kapil Dev was arrested and he died on 11th of April 1944 in prisoners' ward of Patna Hospital. We salute the great martyr.
That brings us to the end of this episode of Azadi Ka Safar with AIR News. See you in the next episode tomorrow.